everyone, and welcome to Sidetracked. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. We've got our special guest, Foreman. In case any of you don't know who Philip is a great friend of mine. He's a great friend of the show's, and he's been in many of the videos that we've made throughout the years. And before Philip comes out, we'll have that interview in just a couple of minutes. Just a little brief intro on who Philip is. Like I said, he's a great friend of mine, and he's lived in several different places in the country. He's from Louisville, Kentucky, and he lived in Philadelphia for a couple years, and he currently resides in Floyd County, Virginia. And I'd like to show you guys a wonderful, beautiful video that he starred in years and years ago with another friend of ours, Lance Vest. Lance was in the first episode of Sidetracked, and in case you missed that, you might want to check that out as well. But anyway, Philip and Lance both were in this video, and the video is called Lance's News, otherwise known as I Shat on a Turtle, and it's just hilarious. So like I said before, we have that interview with Philip for you. Here is Lance's News, aka I Shat on a Turtle. Please enjoy the sketch.
I shat on a turtle!
Welcome back to Sidetracked. Our guest, Foreman. Philip, come on in. Good to meet you, man. It's great to have you.
How you doing, Ross?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. I'm really wanting to get this interview underway. I've got a lot I want to find out from you in the short amount of time that we have together. First off, thanks seriously for coming on the show.
Absolutely, it's so great to be here.
So you're the guest. We'll talk about whatever you like. How have you been lately?
Oh, I've been great. I have been working at a local corporation in Christiansburg, Virginia. Just having my good time. How you been doing, Ross?
I'm well. I'm transferring departments in my organization where I work, and I'm looking forward to starting new business endeavors, and things are all squared away with my job situation. But I've got like I said, I've got lots of things I want to ask you. Let's discuss something political that might be on everybody's mind. Like,
all right.
Did you see Obama's speech that he gave recently?
What was that about?
If my memory serves me right, I believe Obama was speaking on abortion and whether or not it should be legalized in Maine.
Oh, I did not see that one. I saw the one recently where he was speaking about like terrorism and national security. I think it was on Wednesday, I believe, where he was talking about closing down Guantanamo Bay and how all the challenges have presented to him about closing that down and how he cannot do it at the current point because of all the history that has befallen him with the previous president's administration and all of that. And somebody actually, I think, was heckling his speech and they were thrown out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was...
what were they yelling at him, saying to him?
They were in complete support of them closing down Guantanamo Bay. I mean, they believe that nobody should be held on either our soil or foreign soil without having any sort of charges brought against them. And, honestly, I believe that they were right. And he took time out of his speech to address that person, that woman who was thrown out. I believe she was from Code Pink. And he addressed them specifically and said that, although I don't agree with this woman, her voice should be heard,
How do you feel about Obama sprinkling his nasty dry dandruff all over that poor lady's blouse? Did you hear about that one?
I saw pictures of it, but I didn't believe it. I thought it was photoshopped.
It's real, and it's on the internet, so that's out there now.
Yeah. Well, I will have to check into that because I thought it was photoshopped to begin with, but those pictures of the dandruff was so large. The pictures, the dandruff itself, they were so big, they were like large snowflakes that you could never believe on any Christmas.
Yeah, it was like clumps of just like human dead flesh skin sitting on her shoulder like a mound.
And then they had the gall to drag her off after that.
What? That's our country. I mean, I didn't vote.
God bless America. That is our country right there.
In a nutshell, I would say.
They had to drag her off, though, because she was the one that knew the truth.
Those are the times we're living in.
Yeah.
I mean, how did we get to the point, like, back in the 90s, we had Bill Clinton as president, and we had a balanced budget, and now we've got Obama running around all over the country and making deals with these terrorists with his hat in hand, asking money from other countries like China, and all the meantime, he's, like, dancing around in the daisies, not doing his job, sniffing who knows what off of who knows who, and like dropping dandruff clusters all over the public.
We're all suffocating from all of those. That's what we're doing. This economy is suffocating from those dandruff clusters.
I can't breathe.
No. Yeah, you should take that off. You should.
I think I might have to, because I mean the level of terror threat that the country has been risen to since he took office, and especially since he got reelected, it's like a really hard to look at purple.
Hard to look at purple?
Yeah, like you go dizzy. It's like
they
had to make the color up just to fit the, thank you, just to fit the inflated scale of terror that the country isn't safe to live in currently. I don't know if you know that or not.
Is it a light purple?
Man, I can't do nothing with it. I can't see the fucking color.
And you drew a mandala once.
Mm-hmm.
You made a fucking mandala once, and you cannot even imagine this purple.
You're right. I mean, and I apologize for the swearing. We'll try and keep it down. But this is a serious topic. I mean, how do you feel about swearing on the show? And, for this cause, though, I mean, like, it's pretty serious. I wouldn't use that kind of language if I weren't serious.
Well, which network are you signed to right now?
This is just a show on the internet that's you can say whatever you like, really, and it's just.
Well, how come you don't do that? I think you're very restrained for what our context is, what our broadcast station is. What is that? YouTube?
Yeah, we're just on YouTube. I mean, we can.
You can say fuck.
You can say. And
you can say shit. It's long. It's.
Hey, what did the woman who was allergic to cats say to the lion?
What's that?
I don't know.
No. I can
Impart
never do
to
that.
us on what was the most difficult challenge.
My
that you
coffee
faced.
cup is empty. How could I ever do that? Their laughter is the great bond. I swear. I swear to everything that I know. Their laughter is what binds you. As soon as you do that, it'll cut to like when we start talking. I don't know.
I like to sit in the chair and
Well,
talk.
let's talk about how you smoke.
About how I smoke.
Maybe.
Right. I'm pretty compulsive about it. It's going to make me miserable if you actually put me through your interview. I'm actually looking forward to it.
So what's this show like? I mean, how has this been treating you?
Well, it's great. You know, with each new episode of Sidetracked, I feel better and better. I'm, racking up episodes, thus racking up coffee points at
Bars.
bars. Yeah.
it's hard to do with all
Tell me
the
when to
ones.
start.
They're always there, trying
What
to...
would you do for a contact car?
What would you do? Forcing you to answer that question constantly. And they leave it open. They're like, oh, well, we don't want to tell you what you would do for a Klondike bar. And you feel safe when you're living here. You really do. And
You feel at ease.
Yeah, you feel like you love all the people around you, and you really do. And that love never breaks. It really doesn't. And, no matter what you do, you're always welcome around the people who treat you as their own when they're growing up here.
I'd like to thank my guest tonight, Philip Foreman. Philip, you were great, buddy. Look forward to having you back on the show. And for everyone else, thank you for watching. And look forward to next month's episode where the special guest will be my friend and everyone's friend, Cody Burrier. And be sure to like us on Facebook if you haven't already done so. And tell your friends about us. Tell your mom and dad, tell your uncle, tell everyone about Sidetracked, and just tell everyone about the show in general. Hope you have enjoyed what you've seen, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
It's long.
How about that?
It's-
Hey, what did the woman who was allergic to
Not a big
cats
fan of it
say
myself.
to the lion?
I took one on the chin.
What's that?
Thank you all very much for tuning in to this very special episode of Sidetracked. Bye.
Impart to us.